Hey, what's up guys? Sam here with Custom PC Review, and today I have for you, as promised, the unboxing of the Corsair Vengeance K90 mechanical gaming keyboard. Similarly with the Vengeance K60, this has Cherry MX red key switches. However, it does have 18 dedicated macro keys, and this is something I find ideal for RTS or MMO gamers. In the front, you have a plastic opening showing you the keyboard itself. Bottom of the box, you have that 2-year Corsair guarantee, some technical specs, and some features such as the 36 kilobytes of onboard memory, allowing you to save profiles for your macros. On the top of the box, again, 18 dedicated customizable keys, Cherry MX red mechanical key switches, and that professional grade brushed aluminum chassis. Alright. So we're going to take a look at the bottom of the box real quick, and just like the K60, there's a little explanation for the Vengeance gaming peripherals, and the full list of features once again. If you need to see this, feel free to pause, otherwise we are going to unbox this keyboard. Alright guys, so if you've watched the unboxing of the Vengeance K60, you'll sort of have an idea of how the packaging is on the Vengeance K90. So taking the keyboard out of the box, you do notice that Corsair is still using the cardboard material on the bottom, and on the top they are using a plastic transparent kind of cover. So we're going to remove that real quick and take a look at the keyboard. So this piece comes apart, and on the bottom you do get that wrist rest. Now compared to the K60, the K90 does have a full-sized wrist rest, whereas the K60 has a wrist rest optimized for your left hand only. Alright, so included you do get that warranty guide, as well as the quick start guide, and it has that big picture of how to plug it into a USB port. Now remember, you also have to download the software from the website itself, so no driver CDs are included in the packaging. Alright, so we'll take a quick look at the wrist rest first. And it is covered on the top with a soft sort of leatherette material kind of thing. Not really leatherette, but it's kind of like a synthetic fabric that feels quite comfortable. On the bottom, you do see that it has a couple of feet. So that's pretty much the wrist rest. So we'll take a look at the keyboard real quick. It's pretty nice. It's got full-sized keys. It's got a very standard US keyboard layout. Got the long shift buttons, the big backspace button, and it looks really similar to the Vengeance K60. Again, just like the K60, the K90 also has that nice thick braided cord right there. It's very thick, very high quality, and at the ends you do have 2 USB plugs, one for that USB extension and one for the keyboard itself. So moving back to the keyboard, we'll take a closer look at the macro keys right there. And it does have 18 macro keys. They are completely programmable. Right there you have the different profiles. Aside from the macro keys, the rest of the keyboard is pretty much exactly like the K60. You do have those media buttons on the top right, the delete key, page up, page down, that section of keys, as well as escape to F12 are all membrane keys, while the rest of the keyboard is Cherry MX red. On the bottom you do have those feet right there. So if you like raising your keyboards, that is an option. Unfortunately, with the K90, you don't have the option of raising the keyboard from the front. So only the K60 has that. So moving on to the top of the keyboard, just like the K60, you also have that USB extension port, which is nice for connecting a USB key or a mouse or anything like that. So that's always a good feature, and I'm glad that Corsair did include that on the K90 as well. So I'm going to attach the wrist rest for you real quick to show you how it looks with the wrist rest attached. Alright, so that's the K90 right there with the wrist rest attached. And it is definitely a pretty good looking keyboard. And that's all I have for you today. So I have a couple more shots of the keyboard for you, including the backlighting and how the backlighting looks in the dark. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Otherwise, if you like this video, please like, favorite, and subscribe as usual. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.